What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. They're not in the playoffs. They're in the top 5 in the draft, and the Chargers, thank Jesus, finally made a good choice at head coach and finally snagged Jim Harbaugh from the Michigan Wolverines. I'm super excited for the team and for the direction of the franchise because Harbaugh is a great coach, has proven it at every stop that he's been at. And I want to break down why this is so important for the Chargers particularly. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. How excited are you for the Jim Harbaugh hiring? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. For years and years and years, we've watched the Chargers just bring in these inexperienced first-year head coaches who have had, end up having no success, haven't really been proven anywhere else for at least a few years, taking all these chances on guys that really ultimately have screwed them over, right? Like, had bad coaching for the better part of 10, 15 years now. So now you have a leader of men, a leader of young men, old guys, a guy that can really mesh with all different types of personalities and understands the game of football. You have a coach that's not going to go for it on your own 30 when the game is not even nearly over yet. Do you have like a high IQ leader finally? And he's vocal. He's in the trenches. He's hard-nosed. And that is exactly what this team has been missing for so many years. Honestly, I think he's just the perfect fit. You have a quarterback like Justin Herbert who is kind of a quiet, reserved, he's a leader, but like he leads by playing, right? And then now he has a coach that can lead vocally and of course create good game plans, all that good stuff, all the stuff that we expect out of a good coach. But I think the partnership there is gonna be really good. He's always been really good with his quarterbacks. Even Kaepernick looked awesome with him for a couple of years. In college, he's looked great with pretty much every quarterback that he's had. Former Charger QB. All the stars kind of align there. So you got a guy that can teach the ins and outs of the game, but also allow your quarterback to be a superstar. Just looking at his record in the NFL, right, from 2011 to 2014, he was 44-19-1. 44 wins, 19 losses, 1 tie. The Chargers haven't sniffed that winning percentage, I don't think, in my entire life. This is a coach that's been to a Super Bowl. Granted, he lost, but it was a hard-fought game against his brother, of all coaches. And then this is a coach that's won bowl games in college. He's won the national title in college. He's been to NFC championship games in the NFL. He's been on the biggest stages. So he's not going to fold under the pressure of that. And that is something, having the leader in the room, the calmness of that is going to be awesome. He was also a former NFL Coach of the Year in his first year with the Niners. So I trust, granted it's been almost 10 years since he coached in the NFL, I trust that he'll understand how the game has evolved in those 10 years because he's been bringing in top products out of his college program to the NFL. So I think this is so good. I don't know what happens with Kellen Moore or Ryan Ficken, that special teams coordinator. I don't know what's going to happen with the coordinators. Honestly, I would say just clean the house completely. We don't need to keep any of the coordinators. We're just Chargers to start over fresh. Let Harbaugh kind of build his staff the way he wants it, and then go out there and have fun, win some games. It's gonna be a rebuild for sure. I would say the main goals I would have would be to get out of cap hell. First of all, you're gonna have to cut some guys that have been on the team for a while, have high cap hits. Kind of get out of that cap situation, fix that. Draft on the interior. If you're gonna draft top 5, I would say go for Brock Bowers. Get Herbert, an awesome tight end, and somebody that can play physical, that can block, can do all the yards after the catch, can do everything. That's kind of like a Harbaugh guy, in my opinion. And then also, you want to just not lose in terrible ways. The Chargers forever lose on the most janky, out of control ways that only the Chargers would lose. Put an end to that, please. And while we're at it, when we're doing all this restructuring and we're changing this roster around, just get younger. Get younger. That should be the most important thing. Get young talent. So much of the weapons on the offense are old, whether we like it or not, or have an injury history. Get younger, get faster, get more physical. Those are the things that I think should be the main goals, and Harbaugh is the perfect advocate for doing that. Now, I'm not going into next season thinking, we're going to be so awesome, the team's going to be great. That's not my expectation. Expectation is that they're just going to play a different style of football. They're going to be a completely different type of team than this one that's had moronic coaching for forever and just makes dumb decisions at the worst times. They're going to be a smart football team that plays in the trenches, and it's going to take a while to build that. You're going to need to draft that a little bit. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to have to change, right? We don't have a GM as of right now, so they're going to have to get a GM that's, obviously I'm assuming Harbaugh is going to have some sort of impact in that, but you got him for 5 years. 5 years, I'm not expecting a complete turnaround in year one, but I definitely think that they could get right back on the right track and fix all the mistakes that have led them to where they're at right now. And I think they have their coach of the future. You have your coach for the next 5 to 10 years, maybe hopefully longer. He's one of those guys that he succeeded everywhere, so this just made all the sense in the world. And I think it's an A+ hiring. So let me know in the comments, would you just clean house with the rest of the staff? Would you bring any of the staff back? GM search, what are you guys thinking? I think that they have a lot of options, and it's one of the more lucrative spots. But obviously it helps when you have Justin Herbert, and now you have a great head coach, and you can kind of, see the direction of the franchise turning. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of things to pay attention to. Maybe they go O-line in the draft. Maybe they go D-line in the draft. Maybe they go corner. They got a lot of holes to fill. So that's why getting a good to great head coach only elevates the rest of the team. No matter how talented they are, he's going to get the best out of his players. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. What do you think of the Jim Harbaugh hiring? I love it. I'm super excited for next season. And I can't wait to see the style of play change and just the direction of the franchise go in a completely different way. I think this was awesome. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm done. Peace.